National Report is back in session, National Report Court, I should say. For today's case, we are taking up a potential lawsuit involving Long Island's recent transgender athlete ban. We're learning this. New York Attorney General Letitia James sent a cease and desist letter to Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman ordering that he repeal the executive order issued last week. Now, that prevents biological boys from participating in girls' sports at county-run facilities. She says it's a violation of state law.
It's something we've covered here on National Report. We're taking up the potential lawsuit with Barack Lurie. He's a trial attorney. Aaron Reed is here as well, a criminal defense attorney. Thank you both. So for the purposes of today's segment alone, Barack, if you could represent Attorney General of New York, Letitia James. Aaron, could you please defend Bruce Blakeman and Nassau County's transgender athlete ban? So here is the press release that was sent out by Letitia James asking for this to be rescinded in executive order, reading, quote, "The law is perfectly clear. You cannot discriminate against a person because of their gender identity or expression. We have no room for hate or bigotry in New York. This executive order is transphobic and blatantly illegal. Nassau County must immediately rescind the order, or we will not hesitate to take decisive legal action." Barack, can you walk us through the potential of a case here from the Attorney General's point of view?
Yeah, the Attorney General clearly hates girls. I mean, I guess what she's trying to do is make sure that mediocre males can finally participate and get their gold trophies there. I think, how else can we work for years, or girls work for years and years to do their very best to only have their trophies given away to people with male genitalias? How do we destroy the girls' confidence? That's the only way. This is the whole concept here is to destroy girls and their dreams. I have a daughter. We all have daughters, and to see that they have to worry about the possibility of a boy taking away their hard-earned work really is insulting. So
right.
She can pursue this, but she knows that she's wrong about this. This is just an effort to destroy and dismantle society.
And again, I believe she's citing back to state law. You can't discriminate based on gender identity. So we'll dive into that in just a bit. But first, Bruce Blakeman was actually on National Report. We spoke to him about this plan and the cease and desist letter. Here's what he had to say about any potential legal action. Let's watch.
Our legal team thoroughly researched this issue. And by the way, women and girls are a protected class in the United States of America. So if transgender people are a protected class and women and girls are a protected class, then if a court had to decide this case, they would have to use a balancing act. And basically, I believe the equities tip extremely in the favor of our young girls and our women who compete in sports on all girls teams or all female teams. And it's because the transgender athletes have a competitive advantage by being biological males. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster.
So he believes it's totally by the books, this executive order. Aaron, could you elaborate on that? What would be the defense if the AG wanted to bring forth this lawsuit?
So just like you said, there's two kind of competing interests here, right? We have on one side transgender rights and what they can do, and are a protected class of people. And then we have women, which historically has told us they're a protected class. That's well-settled law. So these two things are conflicting with each other. And he believes that if there is a challenge, one of these rights would have to give way. And he thinks, just based on the sheer numbers, the percentile of people that are transgender from the people that are actually women, that number would favor overwhelmingly the women being supported in their legal argument. And I think morally, we've been seeing women's sports under attack for a number of years now, and women's rights need to circle back around. Women need to stand firm, and they have an absolute right to be able to compete and do things on a fair, level playing field.
Yeah, we've heard from female athletes, of course, who have had to compete against transgender athletes. They've expressed their own safety concerns. That was another reason as to why Bruce Blakeman brought this forward, of course, wanting to protect and ensure the safety of women athletes when it comes to those competitions. Barack and Aaron, very interesting conversation. Stand by. We wanted to bring in now Gerard Folletti, senior counsel with the Lawfare Project, going to play judge and jury. He's been listening in. Gerard, where do you land on this one? Do you think Bruce Blakeman and Nassau County is going to be safe with this executive order, or could they face some legal issues?
As a National Report Court judge, there's nothing I like less than having an attorney general come into the courtroom trying to pit one minority group against another, one group with protected status against another. That's just not a way to run a case. Here, Bruce Blakeman's order does not actually stop a kid from identifying however they choose to, and it doesn't stop them from playing sports. I go with Bruce Blakeman here. I think that's a valid exercise of county government, and his order will be upheld.
All right. And it'll be fascinating to see if this does become truly a priority for the state AG. Of course, we remember Letitia James brought on that major civil fraud trial against Donald Trump, but that's now in the past. So could this perhaps be the future of her legal schedule? I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming on today. Barack, Aaron, and Gerard with that National Report Court is adjourned.